to another video. Today we'll be ranking every before last day of school Big Nate comics. I am starting to get to high school soon, so I gotta make some effort and do something more childish before I get into high school. So let's get started. 31, 1992. So this is where Nate takes a picture of a Martin without him noticing, and he gets angry. And then there's another comic, and another, and another. And then, are you kidding me? Seriously? Different kinds of comics? With one being interesting, how Martin goes on a date. But everything else? You kidding me? I don't like this at all. 30, 2008. So this is where they perform, Enslave the Mosque performs in an assembly. The only issue is that has stage fright. Are you serious? Like, that is insane. Yeah, Nate gets stage fright. But this is honestly kind of generic because I believe, but because some stories probably already done this, so this is not really new at all. I'm really sorry about that. 29, 2003. So this is Nate getting his comic back after Martin took it away. Yeah, you remember that. And honestly, it isn't really that bad if you actually connect it together, however. Because I feel like when it's not connected, it doesn't make a really good comic, so I kept it low on the list because it just really doesn't really connect all that well. So I'm sorry, but it's just not that great to read without being connected. 1991. So here's one comic, and another, and another. Oh, come on, it's 1992 all over again. But hey, at least it mentions something about the last day of school. That's one thing you can mention. But everything else, seriously, so many different comics. You'll probably get lost in some of them. But, okay, maybe not lost, but these don't really connect to anything. Come on. 27, 2004. Unlike the other two that I just mentioned where it had multiple sets of comics, this one only has two. Thank God. And the rest of them are all about the final test of social studies, and Nate fails it. Oh boy, that is really sad for him. But I still enjoy it. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. It's sometimes it's great, but sometimes it's kind of bland in the middle. 26, 2005. So this is all about an art exhibit. End of year art exhibit. Awesome. Plus, Nate reviews it for the school newspaper, which is actually really cool. Sure, it has a little effort in there, but not by much. So, while it's a decent start, it could have done a little bit more better because I think some stories already done this, so it's not really something original. 25, 2009. So this is where they are boiling from summer and during school. Yeah, they're still going to school because it's hot. Yeah, it's hot. So I'm actually glad that my school is ending because our school, like any kinds of school, if you guys are attending this school, then you're glad that school's ending because you don't want to be sweating during this time. They wish they were not sweating. So this is shows how they're sweating and all that stuff. But I believe some stories probably already done something like this, so it's nothing really special. 24, 2018. This is basically the same as 2009, since this is a rerun. Both can be interchanged. I just like this one better because it's a little bit more colorful than the other one. It just has more vibrant colors, which I like. 23, 2010. So, interesting thing about this, there's actually two sets of last day of school comics, which includes the prank day one and last day of schools. I'll talk about those later in the next ranking video, but I'm gonna count it as the before last day of school simply because Martin gets a shirt and it doesn't really look that good. And okay, I'm just kidding. he goes on a stretch, but then he wants to take a food. Wow. But whatever, I still enjoy it. It's not the greatest, but it's at least a little decent than the other ones. 2012. So this is the Sadie Hawkins dance. And all of Nate's friends go to that dance. And Nate gets unlucky because he doesn't have a girlfriend, so Kim, being one of the most annoying characters, takes his place. And I honestly kind of hate that because Kim is one of the most annoying characters because she likes Nate and it doesn't want to go away from Nate's grasp. Luckily, Nate makes Kim and Chester like each other. I love that. And this is actually one of the comics, what I'm ranking is actually pretty decent. It's a really good, but not always great at some points. 2011. So fun fact, this is actually the very first Big Nate Spanish comic. Really interesting, even though it was black and white. I will not show it to you because it's not really necessary. But this is where Nate tries to trade lunches, but it doesn't really work well. And how he hates lunches and how he wants, like, good food. Yeah, a lot of comics do this. A lot of Big Nate's comics have this, including 2019. Yeah, we don't really talk about that. It's kind of like a stealing idea. But it's actually really decent. I love its humor and all those kind of things. But some of it is like, 2016. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in the last one, I didn't include, like, the test, like, study build-up and all those kind of things, because it kind of counts in the last day of school. But 2015, I'll count it because it's more or less like before last day of school and kind of fits more into that area. But anyway, we're talking about this. This takes place after 2015. This one is about Nate joining a study group. And it doesn't really go that well, but one person hates it, and one person actually likes it. So, yeah, it's actually kind of a win-win. Even though it's not really a win-win because I put it 20. Oops. 2014. So Mrs. Godfrey is on surgery, which means that it's a sub. And, oh, come on. It's Coach John. Is that John? Yeah, it's John. Coach John. Are you kidding me? I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. So, don't you worry, we get payback in the next video. I'm not going to be including Prank Date, though. Oops. But still, this is actually really funny for what his actions are. Oh my god, Coach John, why? 2007. So, it's a really, really nice day. So, Nate and his friends have an idea to ask teachers to go outside. 2 people say no, and 3 teachers, say yes. Oh my god. I love these kind of, this was actually a really nice idea. I don't think anyone came up with this idea ever, so I love this new idea. And while sometimes it's not the greatest, I believe it is somewhat great. It's pretty decent. 2021. So this is where Nate Ride, has to break a habit. And the habit is to stop eating cheese doodles. Yeah, he's obsessed with them. So that's why he wants to break this habit. Doesn't really go well at first, but in the end, he gets new cravings. I'm glad he has new cravings, which is glad, because cheesy doodles are so yummy, but it must be new cravings. Which I actually like this idea, but it's somewhat not original. But even though it's not really original, I still enjoy this. 2020. This is another study group comic, and this is where Nate works with the girls. Yay! Yeah. Yes. He works with 2 girls, and they're not really happy with him. But actually, for the very first time, Nate actually does good looking at the notes. And they're so surprised. Because usually he's not the greatest at stuff, but now he's good. And I absolutely enjoy this kind of concept. Sure, it's something not original, but it's really funny. 15, 1994. So Francis helps Nate to do good on the final test. And first he gets distracted, but then Francis makes him focus. Focus. And I'm glad he does, because if he didn't listen to him, he would go out of control. And Nate always does this kind of stuff. I actually enjoy this because it adds tons of laughter, tons of humor, bunch of stuff to make the comic funny. 14, 1993. So this one really focuses on before last day of school with yearbook signing. I love how Big Nate actually talks about the yearbooks and stuff. Lincoln Purse, you did yourself a great job. It has tons of humor, tons of laughters, and tons of I'm not so sure moments that makes the experience enjoyable. 13, 1996. So Nate writes a poem. Wait. It's the wrong name. Uh-oh. Yeah, Nate gets the wrong name, and everyone makes fun of him, and Nate gets so upset and wants to tell everyone all of this stuff, but in the end, he doesn't tell because of one girl who says she loves it and all those kind of things. And I'm actually glad he changes his mind, because this is a really funny way to make fun of someone. 12, 1995. So this one actually has like two different sets of comics. One is like something like art related, and this, of course, being kind of boring. And another is some sort of party. Both are really well done and makes me smile and stuff. I could say some more things, but we're kind of running short with our runtime. 11, 1997. So first it starts off with a celebrity interview. Then Nate gets a note, and then he has to go to summer school. This is really sad, but also really funny, because we wanted Nate to go to summer school, and we finally get that wish. Nate's going to summer school. Aw, yeah. I love this. 10, 2000. So Nate gets a signature from Mrs. Godfrey. Oh, joy. Yeah, this is Imperfection. And then there's more yearbook signing. And I honestly love its humor and all of its hilarity stuff. Oh my god, so funny. 1999. So this is basically like some like marriage kind of fake marriage kind of budget kind of thing. So yeah, this is where Nate teams up with Jenny, messes up, and they fail. Wow, Nate messes up everything, which just makes this so funny and so hilarious at the same time. 8 to 2006. This is all about an astounding scholar medal. Francis tries to compete Gina, but it doesn't really work that well in the end, which kind of sucks. But I still like its gags, its clarity, and all these kind of things. Look, I got nothing else. We're running out of time for runtime. 7, 2017. Do you remember that time where Randy took My Little Pony? Yeah, that was good times. This is a really funny one. It's just so funny. I just love it. I can't even speak because it's so funny. Oh my god. It's just so funny. Oh my god. 6, 2019. So Nate has to be nice to Gina. That doesn't really go so hot. And then Nate throws a slipper at Mrs. Godfrey, and Gina gets in trouble because of a favor. So, yeah, all this stuff, she gets detention, and Nate gets detention as well. It's very less than Gina's. It's 5. Oof. 5, 2001. There's tons and tons of before last day of school 2001 stuff. There's just so many that I can't say all of it because of runtime. But all of them are really funny. You really need to check them out if you're a young kid and not a young adult. And you'll definitely enjoy all the stuff that's there. I love it. 4, 2013. This has tons and tons of baseball stuff. Chester quits. Lila joins. Nate gets upset when he realizes that she has a boyfriend. And then Jenny comes back. That's awesome. And Lila quits after one game. Huh, that's tons and tons of stuff. And I absolutely love all of it because it makes me smile, makes me sad, different kinds of emotions. 3, 2015. Excluding before test, Nate has to study with Gina. And it doesn't really go that hard because Nate hates Gina. All this stuff is like, yeah, you can't do it with Gina. So even though he gets distracted, he knows what he's doing. And I'll tell you if he won the test or not. Like, did good on the test or not in the next ranking video. But I still enjoyed it. I loved it so much. 2002. This one is one of my favorite comic arcs. And I don't know why I hated it, because I love it so much. Nate finds out that Arthur made Nate win this, and then he gets his motivation back later, and then they actually win chess, which I can't believe it, which is why I put this of them winning. I love it so much that it's memorable, funny, and awesome. 1998. I don't know why I hate this one, because I love this one. This is where Jenny takes Nate to the spring formal. It doesn't really go that well because Nate hangs out with Angie, Nate's girlfriend, and doesn't spend time with Jenny until the end, and she gets so upset. And I absolutely love all of its emotions, all of its hilarity, all of this stuff is so good, and I just love it so much. It's just my favorite. I love it! Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!